mom has come to grip to the fact that, oh my God,
Mm.
that Rufus is your dad.
Yeah.
And on the other side of it was, okay, all these emotions are flowing, these things are, and you're trying to connect to this new family.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're looking at people in this new family as if they, oh my God, they look like me.
They do.
I finally see somebody that really looks like
Right.
me and I
Yeah.
fit into this puzzle.
Yeah, I do.
And so I'm just recapping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go um by plane
Yes.
to finally meet this person in person
Yes.
that don't know they finna meet you in person.
Right.
Oh my God. So doing so, um you after you meet this person, you are how are you feeling at this point? On the plane. Tell me this. On the plane, you are on the plane and I'm finna go meet somebody I've never seen before. Did you go alone or did someone ride with you? How did y'all how do you do this?
Okay. So, from the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So I was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was an adult. You know.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
I was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
When I got me and his ex girlfriend or whatever, planned it out.
Okay, so how did you meet her? Did she like
So I guess once I had met him, he told her
okay.
that we had connected,
Mm-hmm.
which is another thing because she was the reason why, she was the reason why
Yeah.
we even met in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because she kind of gave him the ultimatum of like, you got until she 21 to tell her, or I'm gonna find her and tell her myself.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that's kind of
Gotcha.
how the story like
Gotcha.
unfolded with that.
Gotcha on that. So
My mom said the feed.
yeah,
Bro.
if it paused.
Yeah.
Okay, we back. We back. Hey, I'm sorry y'all for the pause with technical difficulty. We back. So we're gonna start back, y'all, from the plane ride to go meet her biological father that they had never met face to face. So you're on the plane, you're 19, so you're going alone on the plane. So let's start from there. So we did have a feed drop. So go ahead.
Okay, so yes, I went by myself. I mean, that was really all that was to it. Like I went by myself.
Yeah.
Me and his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was his current girlfriend at the time. Connected, and we decided to surprise him because again, he thought he was picking up her sister. But in all actuality, it was me.
Right.
And it was funny because I don't know how he fell for that. I just don't understand. But we used to talk a lot at the time because we was just getting to know each other and stuff. So anytime I called, he would drop everything he did just to, talk to me.
Right.
So when I was at the airport, I was calling him and he answered and I said, "Papa, what you doing?" He's like, "I'm at the airport." He was fussing. "I got to pick up Allison's sister." Duh. He's fussing. I said, "For real?" I said, "What?" I said, "Where you picking her up from?" He was like, "I don't know what airline she at." And then he said the airline. So I had just followed the airline that he said at the bottom. So when I walked out and I said, I was like, "What you doing now?" And he was like, "I'm waiting on her outside." And I had looked outside and he was sitting there in his like truck or Jeep or I can't really remember the vehicle. And I said, "Oh, for real?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, look up." So he looked up and he seen me. And I don't know, he ain't really just seen me besides in pictures.
Right.
But it was like when he saw me, he just knew it was me.
Right.
And he was just like, you would have thought, I don't know, he saw an angel or something. He was so in awe. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, my baby girl," He was kind of emotional then, but not really. I guess because we was, about to drive.
Yeah.
It didn't really hit him until later on that evening after I had gave him the scrapbook. But yeah, so.
Oh, wow. So, okay, after you all have met each other and now the hard part is about to happen. So you had all this emotional and connecting, not reconnecting because you never met. So now you're connecting with your biological father, and now you having to tell the dad that you've already always known all your life
Yes.
that he's not okay. Go, let's do it. I'm not gonna say. I don't know.
So-
You tell me.
It was a debate because I didn't know if I should or not. But I just felt like it was best because, like I said before, we didn't have the best relationship always. So we would bump heads, and I'd probably been like, that's why you ain't my daddy anyway. And I,
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you want to do it that way.
So
yeah.
I went ahead and told him prior to then, even when I tried to tell him, he was being a butt then. So it was like, I eventually told him. He called me, and because I had to text it to him for him to call because he didn't think whatever I had to say was important.
So you text what? What did you say?
I texted him and said, I need to talk to you. It's important. And he said, I'm at the barbershop. And I said, well, okay, but I need to talk to you. It's important. And he was like, I said, I'm at the barbershop. What do you want? So I was like, okay, you know what? So I just texted him and was like, you're not my dad. That's all I said. And then it was like as soon as I hit send, he called.
Like,
What did you just say? Like as soon as I hit send, it was like not even a half of a millisecond. It felt like, and he called me, and he was like, "What?" And I told him, this is what I found out, and this is, what it is, and I just feel like you should know while we are on somewhat of a good term. And he got upset. I mean, which is it's natural.
What did you say to him? I mean, when he answers the phone and he says, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I mean,
I just said, yeah, there was this man that messaged me on Facebook. It was kind of dry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wasn't very I didn't really soften the blow.
Oh,
But it's just because we didn't.
this type of relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
just it wasn't like it wasn't just like the proper father-daughter relationship. We didn't have that.
Okay.
So it was kind of like, yeah, this man met me on Facebook, said he might be my dad. I took a DNA test with him, and he's my dad.
Wow.
And maybe in hindsight, that probably wasn't the best way to do that either.
Right.
But at the same time, I was hurt because I told you that I had to talk to you, and it was something important. And apparently a haircut was more important than that. So since you don't care about how I feel at the moment, I ain't care about how he felt at the moment. But that was the dynamic of the relationship.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to tell him before we got to arguing or something. And
Then it blurted out.
Then
It was, yeah.
because I would have did that.
Yeah.
I wasn't very nice. I came to him back then.
Right. You wasn't mature yet.
So that was what happened. He was upset, which is a natural response. Everybody was just kind of upset, but he was upset with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that you've known all your life?
Yes. He was upset with me.
Why?
I didn't understand at the time why he was upset with me. He didn't talk to me for 2-3 years after that.
Wow.
And I think once we reconnected, which was rough, right? But when we reconnected, he was like I'm upset with your mama, right? And I'm like, well, I mean, okay.
That's understandable. Yeah.
And he was like, but I was more upset with you, and that's what threw me off.
Okay.
And I was like, more upset with me? I'm the victim. I didn't ask to be here at all, let alone all this damn confusion. What you mean you upset with me? And he was just like, because you had a dad. And I was like, did I?
Oh, wow.
But he was like, you had a dad. And I just felt like if it was me, if I was you, is what he said to me. If I was you, he would have came to me and I would have told him, I ain't interested because I already have a dad.
Wow. Okay.
And he said, and that's what I kind of expected for you since I was there for you. And then it was kind of like, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Maybe he didn't know what to do with his emotions.
Is the positive relationship in the room with us? Because I'm confused on what you mean.
Yeah.
What you mean? I already have a dad. Yes, I have someone I call dad. I was like, but we wasn't on that level. I didn't feel. I felt like an outsider. I felt differently about him a lot, And I think he felt the same way, even though he wouldn't like to admit it.
Right.
I think part of the problem, I always used to tell my mom too, I was like, I don't think my dad likes me because I look like you, mama. Because he didn't really like my mama either.
Right.
And she was like, why you say that? And I was like, because he'd be like, ooh, you look like your mama. Like, why you so angry about it? Like, why you so mad? Like, I didn't, okay, like, you know.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Like, that your genes suck, but really, it wasn't you at all, you know?
Right.
So, I just think, yeah, it was just kind of, you know, we didn't talk. And eventually, it was just kind of like, yeah, we didn't talk, and then we talked, and I don't know. Honestly, I felt like after the fact, which is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
But after the fact, and you know, after I kind of grew up a little bit, we don't talk all the time. More not than often, I guess.
Gotcha.
But it seems to me that the relationship is on a different level, because of that situation.
Yes.
So, like, he always tells me that he loves me now, and you know, he still looks at me like as his daughter, and stuff like that. But I just think it's interesting because what I remember him for and what he is, I guess, trying to be now, it's like an interesting, you know, situation.
Different ball game altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting story.
Yeah.
Very interesting story. And so you still have a relationship now with your biological dad and also the dad that you thought were your dad.
Yes.
And truly your mom had no idea, obviously, or
I mean, that's
she just didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, mama. That's what she said, but I don't know. No. I think honestly, I feel like maybe at some point in the beginning, she kind of had some doubts.
Yeah.
But once she told me though, like once she went to the doctor and the doctor kept saying like I was supposed to be born this day and all this stuff, like when she was pregnant with me, she was like, oh, okay, this is, you know, this is what it is. But then I was like, I was born early just to find out that I was actually born on time. Like, you know, so it was confusing. I mean, I feel like it was confusing for everybody. But I think I feel though genuinely my mom, she really didn't know. Like I guess like once she had got confirmation from the doctor, basically like the gestational period or whatever, she was just like, oh yeah, no, there's no way.
Right.
But after that fact, it was a little rough.
Yeah.
And she was so mad at my dad, like my biological father. She was mad at him.
So why was she mad at him?
Because so me and my mom, we've had a you know, pretty rocky relationship too. It hasn't always been the best relationship, to say the least. But at this moment in my life, I felt like we was building a relationship, and then it was like once we was getting into a good spot, then something happened, and she was like, and I know this because of my dad. She was texting him and was like, "What are you doing? Like, don't do this. She's already been through enough in life, and you're gonna ruin our relationship. We already like, you know,
we're building it.
Yes, and you're just gonna ruin it." I guess she really thought that I was gonna be really upset with her, but I'm such a forgiving person, and I guess more understanding than anything. I don't even think it really has. I mean, of course, it has much to do with forgiveness. Yeah, absolutely. But I've never been the type to just be like, oh, like, I hate you for this. Because, I mean, we only have one life, you know, and it's just kind of like we try our best from what we have. And I couldn't really blame my mom for a decision that was made when she was 19, 20 years old, when she was pregnant with me. So, especially now, you know, being a mom and, you know, being an adult, I just kind of like, I wanted to forgive her even before she apologized.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
Yeah, that's really sweet. Yeah. That's deep. I mean, that's deep. That's a deep statement.
So
Just made.
it's just kind of like I never
I
want to be
love
mad at
that.
her yet. So I was just like, that's why I just kept telling her, it's okay, Mom. We can't go backwards. We can just move forward from here.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
She know I love her.
Yes, she does. Yes.
She's always had a soft spot on me.
Yeah. And so so your dad, your other side of the family that thought you were theirs, had to deal with those emotions as well.
Yeah, I think my grandmother, I mean, of course my dad, took it hard, but I think my grandmother took it the hardest.
Okay. But she was basically the one.
Yeah, the one that took care of me. And she cried, and it's kind of rough. It was hard for me to watch her cry because that's a strong woman, man. Yeah. I'll never see her cry. So when I do see, one of the strongest women I know cry like that, I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. The world's about to end. She don't never cry. Yeah. But she took it really hard. But again, it was one of those moments where she needed me.
Yeah.
Even though it's me, like I'm the victim. She still needed me.
Right.
At the time. Yeah. And I was there. I felt like I was there for her as much as I could be. So, I used to tell her, I don't care, what the DNA test say. Like, you are my family, and I'm gonna always be here for you. Absolutely. I do anything for her. She know that. And I would say that even though that it was a hiccup, in life, it never changed our relationship. That's a blessing. We are still
rocking and rolling,
together to this day. Yes,
right.
She is my rock. She get on my nerves sometimes. I get on hers, I'm sure, but at the end of the day, if I ever needed, someone to be there, she gonna be there. She gonna be there, pistols loaded. She gonna be there. So our dynamic of our relationship didn't change after that. I told her she'll always be my grandma, no matter what. Right. And she still and always has and always will play that role in my life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What will you say? We finna get ready to come to a close in just a little bit. And we apologize for our technical difficulties, but this message, the devil didn't want this message out. So we had to get this message out because Kateri is going to help some young person or some person that may be experiencing or had experienced it and trying to work through the feelings or of forgiveness or whatnot. So I want you to talk to our audience, listeners, give them some encouragement on how to navigate through such a situation.
Whew, okay, I don't know if I'm the best person to tell you how to navigate through stuff because I just roll with the punches. But what I will say is if you're going through a situation similar, whether as the parent or as a child, be willing to accept the apologies that you get and accept the apologies that you don't get at the same time. Don't hold grudges because it don't make nobody sick but you. Keep that opportunity and openness for forgiveness because it'll make things a lot easier. Yes. Talk about your feelings. Go to counseling. I did all those things. Don't just hold it in. Somebody will listen. Somebody will understand. But I guess most importantly is just get your truths, whatever your truths may be, because everybody's truths is different. And, forgiveness is the biggest thing too.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a blessing because I know a lot of people may be experiencing this. And sometimes people don't purposely say, oh, this is your child. We got a lot of people out there that will do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they go with the person that has the better career, that has the better, and it has the better structured or whatever, and go and say, okay, this is his child or her child, his child, not hers, but his child or whatnot. And then you have those that has not an intention at all for it to turn out like this, you know. And in the midst of it, everybody is having to deal with their emotions. They're having to deal with the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. It hurts deep, and it hurts way off in there. Like I said, off in there.
Yeah.
That thing hurts. I just, my hat's off to you, because I have seen you grown so much. I met you when you was much younger, and somewhat coming out the midst of this situation and saying to yourself, oh my God, you know. And I remember you going back and forth with your emotions and trying to deal with those emotions and knowing how, trying to put these promotions in their perspective places. And I think you've done a great job at that.
Thank you.
You did an absolute great job at that. I know both your mother and your grandmother, who are beautiful people. Like you said, your grandma is a strong woman.
Yes.
A very strong woman. And my hat's off. My hat's off to that. But there are some young lady that's probably out there that has had a baby, and in this same situation, didn't quite. Well, she maybe thought this was Johnny's baby, but really it's Larry's. You know, and
get them both tested, girl. Johnny and Larry, and Paul too. If you ain't sure, don't do that to that baby.
Because from a child's perspective, learning at this older age is a lot to deal with.
Rough, yeah. Still to this day.
Yeah.
Still to this day, it can be a little rough.
Yeah.
More so for the parent. It can be a little bit more rough for the parent than the child, because it's just kind of like, I forgave and we going to build a relationship for here. Yeah. But they still like, I was supposed to have you when you were in diapers. Yeah. And now I meet you I was pregnant with Chloe.
Oh, wow.
So not only did he get a daughter, he got a granddaughter in like the next month or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty deep. So I want to go back to the dad that you thought were your dad, that you had his last name. To sort through his feelings. You know, I know you said that he felt like he was saying, I'm mad at you. Because he wanted you to deny anybody else, because, look, I'm daddy. I mean, I've been your dad since you came into the world. And how would you dare do this to me? And he's like, I didn't do this to you. The circumstance did it to us all.
Right. And it was more like, I didn't do this to you. I did it for me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I needed to know, like who I am. Yeah. Like I didn't really. I was really lost, because I'm nothing like my mom. I look like her, you know. I'm nothing like my dad, you know. Then I meet my dad, and he got long dreadlocks, and you know, things making sense now. Things making sense, you know. And the way we talk, you know, it was just like I didn't do it to him, but I did it for me, because I felt like it was important for me to know where I came from. Absolutely. Really. Absolutely. And given the opportunity to, you know, meet that side of the family was also very important to me, because like it just made sense to me at the time. And I mean, even as, you know, 11 years later, it still makes sense to me now. Yeah. So
because it starts to put things in perspective for you. Yeah, it put things in perspective, and this is a part of my DNA.
And I need to know.
And DNA is don't lie. Right. It's just don't lie. Right. You know, once I'll say this: when I was young, I'm the only child my dad has by my mom, and I was the only kid that had a gap in my teeth, and I was like, "Why is everybody else's teeth straight in mine?" You know, it was a little bit of things, you know. And I kept saying, "Why am I so different or whatever?" Until I went to California, to San Diego one year as an adult. And everybody on that side of the family had gaps in their teeth. And I was like, oh, this
my people. Look, my people.
My people. We are in there. You know, this is our DNA. And it's imperative that you know your people. It's important. So it start putting pieces of the puzzle together for you, so to speak. Things that you was like, something just ain't quite.
Right.
You know, why am I even making decisions like this? Why do I move like this? Why do I shake and move like this? You know, what my decision making or my thought pattern, it all has a lot to do with your DNA. Where you come from, who, and no, people say, no, you are shaped by your environment or you're shaped by, that, and which is true. You can't be shaped by that, but deep down inside the DNA, where the blood runs, it's like, wait a minute, I'm so different. Why am I moving like this?
Yeah, why am I so different?
Why am I so different?
Yeah.
Why am I doing what I do? And when you meet those that are part of the DNA, then you said, okay, this is the part of the puzzle that has been missing all of my life.
And it's exactly how it felt.
Wow.
It's exactly how I felt.
Wow, that's deep. That's really deep. I am so excited that you came on here today to share this story, because we want to talk about real life stuff, because otherwise we're not helping anybody. Somebody is out there battling with this.
Yeah.
They're struggling. They are in a place, and they probably hating one of the parents. Probably I'm hating you, Mom, because you didn't tell me. And one thing so imperative that you just said was, I had to love her. She was 19 when she made the decision. When she did this, she didn't know. So she didn't purposely say, well, I'm just going to go get this baby too. It just happened. Life happens. Like you said, sometimes it be a Larry, a Johnny, and a Paul.
Yeah. You never know.
Especially being a teenager. So, I mean, it happens. Life be life.
Yeah, you never know.
If we're going to be real about it, But I like the fact that you love your mom beyond her mistake. There are so many young adults that are holding their mom in prison within themselves because mama's free. You're holding them in prison within yourself because you won't forgive. You're not trying to understand. And you want to hold them captive, or you want to hold them accountable for something that we all make is mistakes. I'm not saying a baby is a mistake, because if God meant for that child to be here, then that child's going to be here.
Right.
By whatever avenue it's going to come.
Right.
But my thing is that we should love beyond mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. Unconditionally.
Unconditionally. And you know what? Let's talk about unconditional love. Unconditional love, and unconditional means without condition. I love you, but there's no buts.
Right.
I love you until I get mad. No, there is no until I get mad. Love covers a multitude of sins and faults.
Right.
Love covers it. So you can love them past it.
Right.
I don't like it, but I love you. I don't understand it, but I love you. And that is so important, that we love beyond our own emotions and feelings and all those things, unconditionally loving someone. And that's what you portrayed today. You love your grandma, you love your mom, you love your family on both sides. And I like the fact that you and your dad has now the dad that thought he was your dad, that when you carried his last name, are now in a space in your adulthood where y'all are still communicating, still loving each other. And it goes, and you got siblings on both ends.
Exactly, yeah.
And so you just one big old beautiful family.
Yeah, most definitely. All mixed up, but it's big and beautiful for sure.
One big beautiful family. I am so excited that you're here. Is there anything else that you want to share with the audience before we?
No, not really.
Okay. Y'all listen, your girl did a switcheroo on you. I came on a Monday instead of a Tuesday. And it's all good. It's all good. She got to catch a flight back to wherever her destination. I won't tell you where she's going, because y'all might try to follow her, because she's so cute.
Oh, please don't follow me.
But anyways, so we did it on today instead of, and some of you might catch this on a replay, and then we'll make sure this airs on Tuesday as well. But I want to say thank you for tuning in with your girl on the couch with PL, where we talk real truth, real faith, and everything in between. See y'all next Tuesday. We will be here at the same time.
Somewhere between spirit and skin. Between Sunday mornings and Monday messes. Between whispered prayers and loud thoughts. There's a couch. And on that couch sits truth. Honest, unfiltered, sacred, and simple. Welcome to On the Couch with PL, where we talk real life, real faith, and everything